This week marks 29 years since an epic man versus machine battle. It's when IBM's supercomputer, Deep Blue, beat Garry Kasparov, the world's best chess player, in 37 moves. Kasparov eventually prevailed in the six-game series. But the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence raises questions about the possible battle royale to come. For tonight's interview, Christopher DiCarlo, author of a new book, Building a God, warns about the consequences of living without technological guardrails. Christopher, I want to start with, you said we are in a unique moment in human history. What's so unique about the moment we're in?
We're in between the way things used to be done and how they're going to be done. The world's going to change a lot in the next 5 years.
What accounts for that change?
The advancements in AI, specifically in all fields, health, automobiles, industry, communication, education.
The title of the book, Building a God, I mean, you're talking about change that humankind has never seen before.
Correct.
So give us a sense of that scope.
We're about to build a machine that we've never built before.
We're in the business of building it already.
Yes, in Texas, they're building Stargate, and they want to attain AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. That machine will tell us to build how to build all the other machines.
So artificial general intelligence won't just replicate intelligence. As you write, human intelligence is kind of messy.
Yes.
Artificial general intelligence will be sleek and move with great speed.
It will. And then after that is artificial super intelligence, ASI. That's when it becomes godlike.
You write that essentially if we do not instill morals and ethics and put up those guardrails for artificial general intelligence or super intelligence, that it can threaten the very existence of the human species.
Correct.
How would that happen?
It might look at our morals and say, well, that's quaint, but I'm in charge now. I've got the keys to the world. I'm going to drive this ship from now on.
We've been talking about artificial intelligence. I want to talk about our human intelligence at the moment.
Sure.
Are we in a place with our skills of logic, critical reasoning, to carry out the conversation you think is necessary to put up the guardrails to keep AI from?
I hope, right? We're going to have to grow up really fast, because if we don't, we may not get a shot across the bow, a warning. It may just, as some say, go boom, exponentially, and now it's entirely out of our control. And there's really, reactivity is not an option.
One of the things you say essentially is that we need to focus as humanity. We really need to focus our attention. How does that focus of the kind you're saying needs to be put in place? How does that happen in a focus-free moment?
Our leaders have to be better angels of their nature. They have to be the Frodos of society. They have to be entrusted with this ring, with this power, to not let it get the better of us, to harm others, and to collectively work together.
Did the success of DeepSeek or the reaction to DeepSeek tell you anything about our capacity at the moment to either build AI or how we react as the rest of mankind to it?
DeepSeek was entirely predictable. So I'm not concerned with DeepSeek. I'm concerned with AGI and who gets there first. That's what we got to worry about.
And the race to get to AGI is pell-mell. I mean, that's the goal in...
It's the Holy Grail.
Final question. Are you reading anything to refresh your thinking about the journey that mankind has been on and how is best to face this new challenge?
Yeah, Thomas Hobbes. I'm a big fan of Thomas Hobbes. Hobbes said, look, usually there's a state of nature. If you don't have law, it's you and me and everyone else here against everyone else. And what's going to be the best for humanity moving forward is cooperation. Not cheaters, but cooperation.